Welcome to the Real Talk, where we talk about real stuff in the real estate. All right, another episode.
Yes.
Okay, the last
HDB
episode.
again.
Yes, HDB. So last episode we have mentioned, what have happened in 2025. So this one, is something that I think everybody will look forward to hear. What are we expecting for 2026?
Yes, the crystal ball of 2026.
Yeah. I start off, maybe I share with you in January, when you are looking at this, it's already announced. HDB have announced that they will be launching 19,600. 有点多嘞。Okay, 19,600 BTO flat in 2026.
For HDB, but not for the owners.
Yes. So
Very
across,
aggressive.
3 sales, exercise in February, June, and October.
Yes.
Yes.
So of this, right, out of that 4,000 flats, about a fifth of all the supply, right, it will be the shorter waiting time. It's called what? The short form is called SWT.
SWT.
Hey, must learn new thing. SWT flat. When people say SWT flat, during gathering, you must know. Shorter waiting time flat.
How short is short?
But you ever wonder how
Less
they
than 3
how
years.
they do it shorter?
I can tell you the secret.
How you do it shorter?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
construction is the same. I mean,
No, so I think maybe they start the construction first.
Yeah.
Then they
是的，
sell,
是的。
right? Is
yes,
it? Yeah.
yes. So why we know?
HDB 真的吗？
So we happened in our previous house, we were staying in Clementi lah. So then we said, how come this
Not
plot
announced.
not announced one? 它
But
一直在
started.
建，一直在建。
Foundation
建
and all
建
this.
建。Then after that, you can see lah,
Yes,
it's, foundation start already.
Yeah,
Then
okay
after
lah.
that, about more than half a year.
I don't know.
A while lah, quite a
Yeah,
while.
quite a while. Quite a while.
Quite a while lah, I tell you, quite a while.
Then it was launched.
Then
Yeah.
this exercise,
Yes.
才 launch.
Yeah.
Means 你先建先哇。
So in a way, it's not a better technology. The technology is the same. Just that they
Yes.
have a head start to
head
do the
start.
construction.
Yeah.
So
我先跑 in marathon 我先跑
Yeah, 我先
啊
跑. So in a way, I think HDB is really very determined to push
Yes.
down the price.
Yes.
No, don't tell me shortage of supply. Okay, I will flood you with the.
But I think it's a backlog from the COVID period.
Yes,
so
yes.
Okay, I give chance okay
yeah.
lah.
Yeah, actually, it's a good thing. I mean, give you
Yeah,
more
it's a good
supply,
thing.
then the market become more stabilized.
Yeah. So our minister also
so
say,
wait,
ma,
if you are staying somewhere, you see got foundation, you got something built up, likelihood be a HDB, then you tell us also. Then we see.
PMS.
yeah. So I think minister also say, you want HDB prices to be affordable and accessible to everyone,
Correct.
so that our next generation
Yeah.
don't need to worry that they won't have a house.
Correct.
Yeah, correct. So there will be a mixture, right, during the launch.
Yeah.
This year. So it will be a mixture of location, prime, standard, plus. Yeah, so places like Ang Mo Kio, Bukit Merah, Sembawang, all this. So there will be all these launches lah. So HDB has already says that they remain on track to meet their target of offering about 55,000
Yeah.
55,000 flats from 2025 to 2027.
Yeah. 55,000 in 3 years, meaning
Yeah.
to say.
多嘞
Yeah.
So it's to meet the demand lah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So in a way, this year, that means the 19,000, that's the target, right?
I think so.
Yeah, 20K
Yes.
is about there already.
Correct. 20K
They're on
is
track.
about
They're
there.
on track.
Very
so,
on track.
So if you are still, not too sure what is standard prime, plus BTO, okay. Previous episode got say lah.
Yeah, we can
Yes.
paste the link in our description. Okay, watch our previous description. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, with all this information, right? Let's break down and then we share about how does it affect our seller and our buyer in the market for 2026.
Okay, so for buyers, you need to get ready for the upcoming February exercise.
Yes.
And in fact, by now, you should have applied your HFE already.
应该的啦。
If you now still haven't applied, maybe you're kind of late already. Because it takes a while for
I think
approval.
over already. Maybe at this when you watch this, I
Yeah,
think
maybe
maybe over already.
over already. So you better apply. Yeah. However, note that buying BTO or the sales of balance flat for those in a central location, you will likely be under the prime location housing.
Yes.
We will have a 10 years MOP period.
I think it's the same as plus. Yeah.
Yeah, same as plus.
Right.
So if you do not like to be pinched with the resale clawback, Oh, this one, this is a
one chore
heavy
leh,
thing.
this one.
Yes. But if you want to avoid this, you can still consider the resale HDB that is around the vicinity, around that location.
Yeah.
Because actually, like let's say Kallang or whatever, there's still some resale HDB in
Yes,
nearby.
even in Ghim Moh,
Exactly.
Queenstown, I think.
Yeah.
Dover.
there's
So
quite a
give
lot.
those older flats a chance lah.
Yes.
Go and view them.
Yeah, but I think one good thing you buy an older flat, you can tear down everything.
Oh,
you do
yes.
according to what you like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no feeling one. Because I'm sure
Yeah, no
the
feeling.
seller also maybe will not include their renovation cost to you. Yeah,
Yes,
right? Because
correct,
if it's a very old flat. So eventually this also will drive up the sale in the central location since MOP is still capped at 5 years.
Yes.
Because this the central location housing, right, they are not under the 10 years MOP
those older ones.
restrictions.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, those
And then
older
they don't have the resale clawback also. And then they don't have the income
Yeah.
ceiling.
So I think it makes
Yeah.
sense to.
Yes.
Yeah, I think 10 years a bit long.
Yeah, so we also share this with our those family that we work with, right?
Yeah.
That want
Younger
to
couple.
Yes,
younger
yes,
couple,
yes.
right? Then we'll say that, hey, maybe they take a look at Kallang or Kallang just beside MRT. That one 10 years.
Yes.
Cross the road 5 years. So you see
Yeah,
which one you want.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So if you include the building period and the MOP, wow, 15 years. Well,
Wait,
when
wait,
you
wait.
No, no,
apply,
no,
right?
MOP
if,
apply,
if
yeah.
under the SWT, maybe 13
Okay,
years.
13 years. So PSLE also over already, maybe your child.
哇，你搬进去呀，really 嘞，
Oh, yeah.
住进去 10 years
PSLE.
MOP，
Yeah. So
PSLE also over. Maybe secondary school.
start of secondary school.
That's
Yeah.
very long eh.
Yes.
Yes. That's why actually for the new BTO, you need to take note of the MOP period, the clawback, and also the restriction on the ceiling cap. Because actually this one will really like hold your next buyer estate.
Yeah, the
in a
income
way.
ceiling cap. Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
And as of like 2026, we will also experience the highest number of MOP in the last 3 years.
Yes.
Almost doubled the last year of 6,900 units.
Yeah. So this year, right, we are looking at 13,000 units that will reach
A
MOP.
lot leh.
What lah?
Yeah, so areas that you can expect are like Punggol, Sengkang that one sure inside the list.
North Shore.
Yes.
North Shore, all this they will have. Yeah, so Dawson, I think Queenstown also have.
Bidadari.
Bidadari also have.
Bidadari, yes.
Yeah, so all these places, Bidadari, Dawson are all the prime and plus.
Dawson is the uncle episode that we shared
Yes.
before lah. The one that we selling
1.73, right?
Yeah, now it's the official MOP time.
Yes, correct.
Wow.
If let's say you are looking to purchase a resale flat this year, I think it's a good year to buy because
Yeah, good year
you
to
got,
buy, definitely.
You got more selection, one
Right.
thing. And I think with this influx of supply, the prices should be more competitive. Yeah.
Definitely.
Correct.
So if you are not too sure where are the location of those going to MOP houses, right? We will also put in the link. We'll put the
We have a list.
Yeah, list where are those HDB.
Okay,
that going to
so
MOP.
let me just share a bit now. Okay,
Oh, okay.
13,000 units, right? In the north area, we will have 4,500 units. Mostly will be in Punggol, about 3,200. Mostly in
One
Punggol.
is
Matilda.
Matilda.
Yes,
Punggol
Matilda. Punggol Matilda. Yes. And then there are some like Yishun, Sembawang, all that. Yeah. Then the next highest will be in the east region with Tampines of 2,100 over
Tampines
units.
is quite a fair
Yes.
bit.
Tampines
That's
a
all.
lot.
Correct. Then Bedok also about 1,004 units. Yeah, also
But I
quite a
think
lot.
good news for Bedok because a lot of old
Older
HDB
house,
Yeah.
but don't have young one.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I think people like staying in. Correct.
Yeah.
Suddenly the young couple suddenly rejuvenate in the
Yes,
location.
correct,
They
correct.
come back to the location. Then east side, just now like what we mentioned, third place actually will be central. So central will be like Queenstown of 2,400 over units. Like the Dawson area location that we mentioned.
Sky Oasis.
Sky
Yeah,
Oasis,
uncle's
that
there,
uncle.
correct.
But uncle already happily maybe
cash out already
already
lah.
lah. Maybe going for
花了
holiday lah.
Yeah, business class, fly
Yeah.
business class.
Next will be the Bidadari location, also about 1,006 units.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay, so west side is the least lah. West side about 700 plus only. Sandra area lah. Bukit Panjang and Bukit
Panjang.
Batok.
Yeah, so more of the north.
yeah,
west.
north region,
Yeah.
north and northeast lah. There will be a lot.
Yeah, correct.
Wow, so quite a fair bit, huh?
Yes.
Yes,
So
yes.
this year is really a year of upgraders, all the MOP units, because it's double than last year.
Yeah. So like I mentioned, it'll be more competitive lah.
Yeah.
So actually, in fact, we have already experienced this since middle of last year. Yeah. So you remember the last episode, Joy mentioned that
Liu Han,
in
if you-
July, right? There was a
Suddenly no
major
call.
launch.
No, suddenly is it
BTO.
the
Yeah.
ghost month came earlier? How come
call
no?
property guru. 你的 portal 有问题耶。
No one call,
Yeah.
and then even if they come and view, there's no offer made.
Yes.
So now with this double the amount, I think
I think will
I don't know. Maybe prices might drop. I don't know.
Yeah, I think sideways for sure. Lah. Okay,
Yeah.
but one thing, I mean, like those that go to MOP now, usually they are in the better location or like they are newest in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then usually there are some a lot in the central location also.
Yeah.
So we shall see whether will we hit a 2 mil HDB.
Yeah, I think central location not so much. I think central
Dawson
location.
no?
Yeah, I don't think they will. The prices won't be
This
competitive.
year will we see the 2 mil?
Will we see the
Yeah,
2 mil?
I don't know,
Wow, I don't know.
I saw some
有
listing
2 mil
asking
我一定要
1 point.
做一个 podcast.
Yeah, I saw
For you.
listing at 1.8 eh.
哇
Yeah,
So
2
I
mil
don't
不是
know,
梦啊 Coming. Let's see.
Could be,
2 mil 不是梦2 mil 不是
In
梦
our lifetime, I think we will see that 2 mil.
For sure.
yeah.
Yeah, so while we were discussing, right, I
Yeah.
felt like both our parents fall into category of the older HDB lah.
Yeah, correct.
So
I think most of the parents
yeah lah,
For
of
sure.
course lah.
At
so,
our age.
so for Caleb parents, right, actually they already used 2 times already. The
Oh.
Yeah.
So they
So
bought
you can ballot
BTO
for
toy?
3 time one.
3 times? How?
Can. You leave a comment, then you ask us lah.
PM us.
Yes.
PM us and then we'll
I
let
tell
you
you.
know. Yeah.
Yes, possible.
They wanted to, like this 3rd time, right, they want to ballot for 3-room HDB. Unfortunately, cannot already lah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we ballot for 2-room flexi.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you have parents, they holding an older HDB and they want to buy, right, and they already used up their 2 times, right? You can consider 2-room flexi because 2-room flexi is something that is not too common, right?
Right.
Then you can go to HDB level 2. They have a showroom. You buy
To
condo
showcase
lah.
show flat.
Yeah, show flat.
Yes.
Yeah, you can really see there are 2 type of 2-room flexi.
Yeah.
One is smaller, then the other one is bigger. So
Yes.
bring a parent, let them have a feel.
Actually,
Yes.
the 2-room flexi these days is
Actually
quite
very
good
nice.
one. It's a proper like living room, then the bedroom,
Yes,
and then
yes.
still got a home shelter
Actually,
as
like
a storeroom.
condo.
Yeah. It's like the 1-bedroom apartment.
Correct. So actually, it's quite nicely.
Yeah, not too shabby.
layout.
It's good.
Yes.
It's good.
Yeah, so
correct.
can take a look.
So I think like moving forward, this is really good news for buyers in a way because actually buyers will have more choices now. And then if they look at the number of BTO, number of MOP units, they are like buffet. They can choose
Yes.
anything they want.
Correct.
Yeah,
他们
really,
忍 from 2020 COVID hit 忍到现在。
Yeah,
Last
yeah.
time buy house if you remember is 1 person 1 day
Yes,
husband
yes,
and wife
yes.
选一个 go and see house.
Yeah, correct.
哇 shag OK 啦，现在 the
So,
time is back.
yeah, so now the wind is blowing at your direction.
Yeah,
Now
for
it's your
buyers,
turn. Yeah, it's more like a buyer's market. It's really buffet
Yes.
to them. Then they can really choose now. And then with so many supply coming into the market.
Yes.
So you can have a choice. If you can afford to wait, then can consider like the BTO and all. If not, MOP, those freshly MOP ones, those are very good choices also. And I'm sure most owners will have done the renovation as well.
Yes.
So in a way, actually,
That's a good thing.
correct.
A lot of newly
Yes.
MOP I always tell we help one elderly last year to sell their EA to MOP
Yes.
cluster HDB. Then I was telling them, say you'll be very surprised that when you go and see newly MOP cluster, right? Actually the reno 没过你家啦。
Yes, definitely.
Then you don't really need to do too much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I told them now 年轻人装修不眨眼。Yeah, they really spend a lot.
不
Then-
手软啊。
不手软.
Yeah.
So when they went out and see, right, then they realized, wow, really now the house are really very nice.
Yes, tastefully done, and then it's pretty well kept.
Yeah.
Compared to
Yes.
last time.
Yeah, so for elderly that have a bigger house, for that couple itself, we actually shift to a 5-room HDB because they originally have an EA. Then we shift to a 5-room
Renewal
HDB.
of lease.
Renew their lease, and then we did a calculation for them. They actually don't need to fork out.
Yeah.
No need to touch their savings, and then so it's a very win-win solution for them that
Yeah.
renew their lease. Then you get
Correct.
something that is quite nicely renovated.
Yeah, they no need to 头痛 on the renovation. They can just
Correct.
move in.
Correct.
Yeah. So I think this year we are expecting even slower for the older HDB flats. Sorry to say that.
Aiyo.
No choice.
Last year slow.
No,
yeah.
This year slower.
Yeah.
Slower. And then for those that lease more than 20 years one, that means like 20 years or older, I think this one you will feel a hit this year for sure. Because like the people who are buying like younger couple, they will sure go for BTO first.
Correct.
If cannot, they still got MOP and then freshly renovated flats.
Yes.
Then maybe then it's your turn. So I think unless like the older flats you're in a better location, like next to MRT or got good school, then maybe still not so bad. If not, then you will need to wait longer.
Yeah.
Need to expect.
Unless you got no choice, I really want to go for older HDB.
I mean, if you put ourselves as a buyer today, we will still consider the newer ones.
But you can buy those that we are selling.
Those that we are selling good.
Especially marketed by Property Mom and everything.
Those can buy.
Yeah, those can buy.
Other than that, no need to see that.
Yeah.
I think just now we actually heard Jackie mentioned about the subsidy recovery percentage.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Last time, I think when we started the podcast, right, it was very vague.
Yeah.
Government will say that, okay, there's recovery.
Yeah.
But they never really say how much. Yeah.
No,
So
they started off with single
I think
digit
it's
also.
8%,
6
I
to
think.
7, I remember. The first one, maybe 6 to 7. Very low, very low.
Correct.
Yeah, single digit one.
I do have a table that we find from the HDB website, right? So for 2025 BTO exercise, right, that had happened last year, October.
The Greater Southern Waterfront.
Yeah, this one.
This one.
There was plus BTO called Oakville at Ang Mo Kio. The clawback is 7%.
So
Actually last year was saying 6% plus only, right?
Yes, 6 to
Now,
7%.
This table, I
know.
tell you,
Double.
最便宜的是 7%. Yeah, inflation.
No, somewhat 7% is only for the plus, not even prime. Prime
Ah,
is
prime.
even higher.
Prime, okay, Bishan Terrace, okay, 10%.
Wow.
2 digit now, okay?
What
Red Hill Peaks, Mount Pleasant Crest, 12%. This one is
Valaya
Valaya
Residences.
Residences 最高的
Greater Southern Waterfront Piscine.
Yeah, near Tarapanga that side.
The Keppel Club.
Keppel that side.
Yeah. So imagine so if let's say you do sell for $1 million.
If you are,
let's say
Easy
Valaya,
calculation, we use 1 million. Okay.
If let's say you sell 1 million, then the clawback is 140,000.
Oh my god, because it's 14%, right? The clawback.
14%. Based on HDB.
And the 14% is based on the sale price, the future price that you're going to sell, not based on your purchase price.
Correct. So we are talking about your buyer buy 1
1
million.
Yes.
And then
140K goes to Akong HDB.
correct. Then you only get
the balance 860.
860.
Hey.
好像有点不对嘞。哇，sell 1 million till 860 哈。
In a way, this one applies to all the prime flat
plus.
or plus flat. So in a way, the whole estate got how many units?
Wow, I think 1,000 plus, right?
Let's say 1,000 plus. Every unit future when they sell, Akong will take back like at least 14% of the future price. Oh my god!
I think HDB should be in the black very soon. Because they have been saying
in the green,
that they are in the red.
they have been in the red for the longest time. Maybe,
I
10
think
years later, they will make
this
the
is
money
HDB.
back.
Yeah, HDB.
HDB in office, sell.
Yeah. Next time when you go for appointment, maybe you'll see a red carpet to welcome you. 欢迎.
Welcome to completion.
Yeah, welcome to the completion.
Prime seller. But 它有一个 counter for you one.
For the seller 啦 ，buyer 没有，只有 seller 有。
Those clawback 14%. Give you a very nice counter.
Yeah.
Wow. So with this hefty clawback, right? Do you think that the seller will pass this cost to the buyer? Or 他会讲 never mind 啦，
I absorb.
我 absorb 你怎么笑到这样子对吗？
So if I'm the seller, definitely I'll add it in.
Right.
I mean, it's logical to add it in.
Yeah.
世界上也是有好人，他 maybe 会讲 never mind, it's okay.
Yeah,
我
but
absorb.
I just want to move on.
It's
I
It's
believe
okay.
all of you are good guys lah. Those watching, right? So it's possible that they will add in, but also be mindful that there's an income ceiling on this flat. Like what Jackie mentioned, right? There's an income ceiling on this flat itself lah. So buyers' purchasing power is like
Very limited.
Yeah, will be restricted.
Yes.
And in order to buy this, right, then they must be willing to cough out the cash.
Correct. So I think to explain this further, so for example, we take like let's say now the Sky Oasis at Dawson. So the person who bought the uncle's flat, because back then there is no
Yeah.
plus,
Uncle
so the
another
uncle
one.
flat 没有的. So uncle really take the 1.7 mil into the pocket.
Yes.
Ka-ching! And then no restriction on the buyer also. But let's say now there's another prime location. We take the Belaya's resident.
Yes,
Okay, that one.
correct.
So let's say now if the buyer wants to buy, will be faced with the future income ceiling. As of
Yes.
now, actually it's still 14K. But of
Yes.
course, maybe 10 years later, it can be 16 or 18
Yeah,
or maybe
correct.
even
You won't
20K.
know.
But still,
Yeah.
it's still capped at certain percentage, a certain amount. So in a way, you cannot, if you are too rich, right, you cannot buy. Yeah, you cannot buy this HDB flat.
Unless you are willing to like, take out the cash and then try.
If you are a high earner, then sorry, all these like prime and plus location
can't
is not
buy.
for you. You cannot buy.
You can only buy the older one,
Correct. You can only
Yes.
buy Sky Oasis.
the older one. Yes.
Yeah, and of course, I mean back to the clawback. Actually, the 6 now is 14, right? I'm sure in the future maybe it may go even
I
higher.
think so.
Likely
because,
it will go even higher.
if so, Belaya, like maybe on this side, then as you move further in, right,
To the central, right?
CBD, right,
Yeah.
I think maybe 20%. I don't know. Yeah.
So I think this is in a way actually like people who are buying into the prime location or the plus location today, right? Just need to be worried about this now. Like if you really want to have a windfall, this one we discussed this before, so that like unlikely you will have the same effect. Like people who bought like Pinnacle at Duxton or the Sky Oasis
Correct,
Uncle.
correct.
Sorry, I don't think so. You will have that kind of huge
Anyway,
return.
HDB flat is for for your own stay lah.
Yeah, for
purposes.
stay, it's not for investment.
Exactly, it's not for investment.
See, we align. We all align.
Correct.
Yeah. But having said that, right, I think with this clawback and the pricing of the house in this prime location, right, I think buyer, if they willing to pay the extra, right, are only applicable for those like Uncle one or the view.
Yeah,
very
the
nice.
view is very good, unblocked. Yes.
Yeah.
True.
So I feel that I mean this is 10 years 过后的事嘛,
Yeah.
So I feel that maybe the lower floor and all this.
May not get the same effect lah.
Yeah.
And then I
you
think
will see the difference.
correct, you will see suddenly a jump from the 10th floor onwards. Suddenly the sea view units boom, you get a lot of much more premium rather than compared to those lower floor ones.
So I think those existing standard flats, right, in the same location, right? Yeah. So I think prices, you'll push more buyers to buy the
maybe we'll
normal
still
kind
go
of
back
flat.
to like Pinnacle at Duxton, the Sky Oasis, or
correct.
Dawson, all
Yeah.
this, will
Correct.
still remain
Because
as
no
hot
restriction, no
Exactly.
10 years MOP.
Yeah. I also think that it will be interesting to see how the third or the fourth buyer of this prime location housing, how will they like cash out or whatever, because by then it's 40 years already. Let's say 40 years.
Every cycle 10年.
Every cycle 10年. Every 10年, then maybe you change the
By
owner.
then, fourth buyer, I already 18 years old.
Yeah. So
maybe we
maybe
out of the
buyer-
market already. Out of the market already.
80-year-old still being people so viewing.
This property grandma.
Really very long because for
Of course.
private property, right, sometimes we see that they are like third owner,
Yeah.
quite common second,
Correct,
third,
correct,
right?
correct.
Even for the second one for that house, 要等20年
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Need to wait for 10 years. So maybe by then it will cost 2 mil lah. By then. So 2 mil, wow.
And I think
2 mil.
interestingly, now that we discuss about it, right, then the house that you buy confirm need to reno.
Definitely lah.
Oh, yes.
You won't buy
yes.
in the reno anymore because the 10年前的
Yeah, it's
we
a
will
10
always say
year ago design.
aircon, I think
the
must
wear and tear and
change.
all. Yes.
Yeah. I think definitely you need to reno the whole flat.
100%. Overhaul. Yeah.
Correct.
Like the
Overhaul.
overhaul. Yes.
So,
The second buyer need to overhaul because 20年. Wow, interesting.
yeah. No lah, the third one.
The third one,
Yeah.
30年.
No, the third one
then
buy
is
from the
20 years
second one is 20 years.
Yeah.
Math.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So very
correct.
interesting. So if you are really looking out for houses, right, then maybe, like what Caleb mentioned, go for the 5 years MOP and then there's no income ceiling one.
Yeah, the
What?
standard flat around the location. So those I
Yes,
think will
yes.
be still remain as a strong and prices will still continue to grow steadily.
Oh, quite interesting
Yes.
to see how the pricing will be
Correct.
like for those that.
Yes.
Because
10
now
years
a lot of
ago.
PLH is just next to the standard flat.
Correct.
Yeah, like Geylang and Kallang, it's just like across the road only.
Yes. But of course, those in the outskirts, then different case lah. I mean,
Those will be the normal
yeah, so
standard flat.
those normal one,
Yeah.
if you are older flat compared with a normal younger flat, I think you might tend to lose out lah.
Summary for 2026.
So I think for seller, right, especially at those non-prime location, right, which are like in Sengkang, Punggol, Yishun, all these places,
Yeah.
Sembawang.
Woodland.
Yeah. So I think the
Jurong.
resale pricing
Yeah.
will still be competitive because more and more MOP are coming up.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. And then, of course, government is also pushing out the BTO supply.
Yes.
So have to be realistic. Yeah, because
Yeah.
if you're not, then you'll be stuck in the market for very long, and then you'll be overexposed in the market. Then people might think, hey, what's wrong with your unit and things like
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
You don't want the listing to be on the market for too long.
Yeah.
Then
And
people
turn
say,
sour.
No,
yeah.
then sometimes you will try to change the third picture to the first picture, and then move to the fifth picture to show that like it's a new listing.
Right. So I think
It's AI now. It's
Oh,
AI.
now, yes, now AI.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
AI.
become night view,
Yeah,
night
night
view
view,
become
yeah.
day view.
Yeah, I just did one. Yeah, I just want to try out one. Yeah, it works. Yeah, so I mean, really to move the unit, if you are really sincere in selling, you really have to check the
Yeah.
market price.
Correct.
Don't price it too high.
Agree.
Maybe nowadays, if you want to move it, then maybe don't
Correct.
ask for extension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because extension is like
Can be a killer leh.
Yeah, 3 months.
Yes.
So it's harder for people to delay in moving in. So
Correct.
they might not be so keen on the house also.
You won't get the upgraders to buy your house. I mean,
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
are
correct.
asking for extension.
Yes.
Unless maybe you are waiting for the young couple, first time homeowner, then maybe still okay. If not, actually upgraders, they rarely say okay to the extension flats.
Yeah, because they also need to match their
correct. They
timeline.
also need to have match
I
their own
give
timeline.
you, then who give me?
Yeah, I stay outside.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So of course, with all these influx of MOP flats and then BTO being pushed out, right? So buyer really have more options.
Yeah.
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 So I believe that this year is a year whereby if you really want to buy a resale flat, I think this is
Good
the
time.
year.
So I think like to add on for the sellers, right? So maybe before the rush of all the MOP flats coming out, maybe you should time before the market. You should
Yeah,
like take your
before they
action
come.
sooner. So instead of waiting for the等到9月我才卖了, or 10月才卖, you should take your action like first half of the year.
I believe those owning the older flat, they are also looking to, I would rather buy a newer flat.
Correct.
Yeah, if not, then what's the
the
purpose?
point?
I ever
Yeah.
asked before uncle, so you go and buy older, or not say uncle lah, actually 是他的 parent 啦。okay. Then I say 你买那些比较旧的啦，然后跟我讲他不要，
Or you'll be surprised. Older folks may not like older flats. Yeah.
Correct,
Even though you say that older flats, the size is bigger, but they also understand the value of holding an older flat. The value might not be there in the future.
So one thing very real for elderly is they don't want to buy older house is they feel that
The maintenance may be harder.
that's
That's one thing.
漏水 is something
Oh,
that
yes, exactly.
between their friends they
Yes.
keep on hearing that from
Very
upstairs,
头痛
then
one.
自己
Yeah.
漏去别人 and all
Yeah.
these things. And then another thing that is they feel that they want to leave back a better asset.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
That's
for
Yeah,
right.
the
they don't want
children.
to leave a very old house. Then in
Yeah.
the end,
No
the
value.
value,
Value
then hard
very
Children
low.
need to sell,
Yeah.
mother to sell, yeah. So if you do want the full list of the MOP cluster, right, drop a comment or PM us over our at the Instagram site.
Yeah.
Correct. Then we will send you the full list of where the MOP cluster are.
Yeah, PM us.
Yeah, PM
Yeah.
us.
This is the overall for 2026. So any question, just drop out any question. And we will see you soon in the next episode. This is Joy Property Mom.
Caleb from Property Mom.
And Jackie from Avenue 88. And we see you soon.
Bye.